You wouldn't think it was impressive? Seeing some chick like deadlift 185 pounds anally.
No, I didn't. Never said I wouldn't think it was impressive. I'm just saying, like, Sigmund's daughter.
It would definitely be a Sigmund's daughter, or somebody's daughter. It would be an Icelandic daughter for sure. The most powerful women in the world.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs, and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm 𝓚𝓫𝓻𝓵𝓭. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl that will always give you a reach around while you're getting banged. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, and welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's World number 354. I am your host, Kinky Katie, and with me, as always, is the adorable Mr. SC.
Yeah.
My favorite flesh-covered fuck toy.
Okay.
Co-host with the most. Anyway, we are coming at you live from Rule 34 Studios, KinkyKatieRadio.com and radiocast.net.
Yeah.
Net? Question mark?
Yeah.
Well, I think we have got some fun shit to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I will have some updates. To get out of the way first, I'm filming tomorrow, so I get to kill a character, and I'm pretty excited about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Thank you first off for the presents that I received. I was sent a Sailor Jupiter cosplay costume, and the thing has absolutely no zippers or buttons, and you just pull it over your head. Well, the top part's stretchy to accommodate tits, but the waist part isn't, and I can't fit it over my boobs. I mean, if I could fucking get them over my tits, then
you'd be fine.
Then it'd be fine.
Yes, and
but
you can't head up the south end of town.
No, I cannot fit my body in through the neck hole.
Yeah, well,
So, and I took a picture. The person who sent it to me, I took a picture. I'm like, here's my situation. Because,
that's what we're working with.
But thank you. Anyway. Oh, my goodness. So I have a little bit later, I've got a very short dipshit theater that just took place. And I mean, it escalated very quickly.
And by dipshit theater, you mean instances in which dudes come at you online and, the way dudes come at you.
Send me, a DM or PM, whatever you want to call it, same fucking thing, on Facebook. And then, if they don't get what they're looking for, then they turn like super duper fucking dumb as shit. Anyway.
Fuck you, whore. Hope you die. Love you.
Oh, wait till you
Please talk to me.
Wait till you hear this one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I cut it off I'm like, I have stuff to do.
We've covered the 40 stages of incel. Yeah. it's like their stages of grief are just completely out of whack.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I love you. I hate you. Fuck you. Die, bitch.
Love you.
Love you.
Call me. You're in my will.
I sent you a few things.
Please tell me you love me.
Yeah.
All right. We went to see Luis J. Gomez and Kurt Metzger last night at Side Splitters in Tampa. It was fun.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
Yeah, and they're both really nice people. They really are. We were hanging out, not so much with Kurt, but with Luis after the show, and it was fun. But that's when things got a little Florida.
What got local, really?
It got no, it's not from Tampa, motherfucker. St. Pete.
What? And we used to run into people like this all the time. Just somebody ripped out of your favorite headline somewhere. Just the way he talks, the way he does things, the whole fucking thing.
I would die for you, Lewis. Yeah. I would die for you. I'd take a bullet for you, man.
There were firearms about, all kinds of fun.
Firearms about, and then the girl sitting there who's apparently with him,
with the character, the Florida character,
with the fucking Florida man,
yes,
himself. She's like, damn, she's staring like right at us. I wish I had some weed. I mean, I used to be the biggest dealer down here, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, are you talking to us? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't even know you. You're just like, it was.
Well, yeah, no, you completely forget what it was like going out all the time, because we would be sitting next to somebody. We would be sitting next to a group of people doing the same, the identical shit as to what happened, except generally we would be shit-faced and it would be that much more ignorant. They were all shit-faced, though.
She was telling me, you went somewhere or something, and she's like, yeah, I had, or maybe you were there for this. She's like, I had to whip out a titty.
Yeah,
because to prove to him that I wasn't DEA, she was like, why would I be an informant for the DEA? So I whipped out my dick.
And for those of you who really have a hard time understanding what Katie's talking about, she was telling us a story about her having to whip out a titty at her drug dealer's place.
Yes.
The last time. I had to whip it out. He wasn't going to give him a weed. Although I said, honey, all I want's a bag of weed. What the fuck is the problem?
Yeah, it was just, and then the freaking gun started being like waved about. He doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. Safety's off.
And it's fine.
Oh my God. And then the people, I made eye contact with a couple of people because I started to back up, and I'm just like, I don't fucking know. I'm like, I don't know them. Like, it's just, and they started going inside. I'm like, I'm on the other side of this. And they're in the middle. I don't know. I wasn't really cool with that. I'm like, these people should not have firearms on them right now.
Well, I mean, but that's,
And then he's like, Harrington.
This is every day. I mean, that's every day.
I know.
I mean, it's every day, everywhere. And you know it. So I don't, to me, it's
Florida represent, Florida.
It's kind of like it's been most of my life. Like most people, I know a lot of people that are just like that.
Yeah, I learned about cowboy hat bends.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, they're bent differently depending on where you're at.
No, I know.
It's just the way it is.
That's what you told me. You informed me.
Yeah.
You educated me.
There's a thing, not that I know what any of them, like I can't look at the way a cowboy hat is put together and go, yeah, that's, Amarillo right there. It's got it written all over. You can tell by the heavy side folds in the front. No, I have no fucking clue. I just know it exists.
That's 100% beaver fur right there.
That's right.
Beaver.
They love to be pelt, really, but okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The pelt makes a good hat.
Yeah, you're going to get into taxidermy, do some beaver stuffing.
Yes, I hope you do some beaver stuffing later.
I was waiting for you. Took you a while.
Hey, cut me some slack. Let's just, you know what? Let's go to my favorite segment. Standing by.
It might not be the porn you would pick. It is the porn Katie would. It's time once again for
Katie's porn pick of the week.
Okay, so my porn pick of the week is a little different. I've been
different from like the last 2 weeks of everything, nothing.
Well, I guess okay, now that I think about it, not until just right now. I think about it. I think this has done it for me before.
Yeah.
Like I like kind of the Cosby unconscious sex.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, that's okay. You're allowed to repeat what it is that you've been watching or trying to get off to. I mean, there's no rules to that.
Well, here's the other thing too, is kind of like lazy sex.
Yes.
Like being
sleeping.
No. Well, but being tied up.
Okay.
Like, I can't do anything because I'm all tied up. You're just doing everything,
Sure.
So it's just, yeah. I mean, it's like selfish sex, kind of, which is weird. But I think very few people think about it that way.
No, they don't. I've heard other people talk about that before. I've heard comedians. There was some comedian had a bit about that somewhere along the line.
That could be why it got stuck in my head. Then I might have heard it.
No, you probably did. I want to say
At
you
some
did.
point.
Nikki Glazer, I think, had a whole segment about.
You know what? I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, talking about not wanting to be tied up because she just doesn't. It's better if she doesn't have to put the effort in. Yeah.
So there you go. So if you want to know what I'm talking about,
you just said it.
Yeah.
But if you want to know where you got this idea, well, who knows if
I don't know.
You could have had that idea before too.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying because I watched Hysterical, that new documentary women's comic thing on Hulu.
Yeah, like a double negative almost.
Yeah. Anyway, and what's her nuts? Glazer was on it.
Okay.
So that I don't know, might have all triggered came together. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It has less to do with Freud and more to do with what have you just seen lately.
Yeah.
Put it in your head.
So that's my porn pick for the week.
Katie's porn pick of the week.
But still sticking on porn. See, because I didn't want to have this in the same segments because this wasn't turning me on.
Okay.
No. So
you didn't want to have this in the same segment? Okay.
Yeah. What I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
I was kind of looking up this episode is kind of heavy on oddities.
Sure.
Just different things. I don't know. I mean, some things are kind of odd to me, but other people would be like, what? But anyway, where the fuck was I going with this? Okay.
Don't ask me.
There was
I was barely paying attention.
There was a link for vintage porn.
Yes.
So, and I'm not talking about vintage, like black and white shit and whatever, but it was
80s or something, or
70s, 80s.
Big Bush.
Not
necessarily
taken care of, but still thick.
Okay, probably 80s, late 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Maybe early 80s.
Early, they weren't mid 80s. I want to say.
I don't know the history of
beaverology.
Yeah,
beavology.
Of the whole barber.
And you were
situation.
really, barely alive.
No.
So
that's why.
Hopefully, you weren't watching a lot of porn back when it was actually being produced.
That's what they put on, and until I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I watched.
I just got film from the slaughterhouse. Watching cows get put down.
Yeah. Oh God. But anyway, I don't know. I started watching a bunch of it, and it's just it's weird because you've got that kind of almost yellowish, orangish tinge to the
colorization of the whole thing. Maybe probably shot on actual film.
Right.
Okay. The vintage. Well, a lot of that might not even be actual vintage. Some of it could just be shot kind of like they do a lot of the movies you're in.
Yeah, the exploitation grindhouse sort of shit.
Yeah, they make it look like it was a straight-to-video sexploitation movie. Like the grain, the whole thing.
I don't know. These guys are
well,
looking
I'm just saying,
pretty Boogie Nights-ish.
Okay. You think it's authentic, fucking classic porn is what you're saying that you were watching?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know.
That helps with the fantasy anyway.
It's just Seka is in it, in a couple of them that I saw, and she's old.
Yeah.
I think she's actually passed away now.
Probably. She's well past the
I'm probably not even saying her fucking name right either.
Seka.
Yeah.
Is
that it?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That's how I want to say it.
Because I've seen the name. I've seen some of her stuff, but they used to kind of blur it out on Skinamax later at night, and I would have to watch it with the volume off so I wouldn't get in trouble.
Was Seka transgendered? No. Yes. No. Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I just the name. I have a hard time with 40-year-old things. You know what I mean?
Older than 40, I think. I don't know. You're gonna click shit, aren't you?
Well, I typed it. We'll see what happens. So I have no idea how to spell. Oh, look at that! I spelled it properly.
Did
look
you?
At that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Anyway.
I'm still searching here. You got to talk.
That's okay. So, yeah. I know. No, there's gonna be a link for you guys to check everything out when we do the show notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I blanked for a minute.
You did.
That's
You're staring at me like, hey, will you talk? No, I'm looking something up.
Hey, will you talk?
Yeah.
They have, they have truck nuts. I mean, everybody's heard of truck nuts. And if you haven't, there's
You've never
something
been
wrong
to Florida
with you.
for sure.
You've been to Florida if you know what truck nuts are. Well, and they also have them for bicycle seats, and they call them bike nuts. Same exact thing, except the bike nuts, they actually light up so you can see where they're going. Anyway, well, they have them for your Crocs.
What?
They're called Croc nuts. And they hang off the back heel band. You can get them in several different colors. And they're plastic.
Why? Why? I mean,
because Florida, that's why.
Because you got to have that drip. Is that what's going on there?
What is
you
that?
Got your nuts on your shoes?
Oh, come on, your nuts on my shoes.
Yeah.
On my Crocs.
Oh, boy.
Nuts.
Well,
Croc nuts.
because you're wearing the Crocs, that's where your nuts actually are. You had to remove them before you bought them. It's a part of the user agreement. You had to sign. And by the way, Seka was 1974 to the last one was 2002.
Whoa.
Desperately seeking Seka. Yeah.
That's that.
She was rapping it hard.
Well, maybe there was a break in between. I mean, maybe she had.
There's a whole filmography here. I could go through it. I wasn't going to. I was just giving you the breakdown there.
Yeah.
Because I actually took the time to do the typey.
When I'm trying to actually figure out in my brain how to talk.
I aggressively prepped, so
No, I know.
Yeah.
So and plus you're fucking tired too.
Sure I am.
Because you overworked yourself today for a little mistake.
Little mistake. I get confused as to what week I'm doing what in because I'm doing the YouTube videos, and by the time I get to things anyway, I completely animated a full 2-minute cartoon for the wrong video, and you know, so then I had to do another one. Well, I didn't have to, but I really like that one though. You're gonna see that one next week. But not this week. Anyway.
Oh yeah, speaking of, there's gonna be 2 shows that aren't gonna be live. We'll still record them, but we'll have to record them another time, like on Sunday or something.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be filming and I'm not going to be in town.
Really? Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at New Tits house on next...
Filming?
Next Saturday. And then the cabin day.
Okay.
Anyway. You guys don't care. And there, well, yeah, I mean, you care.
Basically, you're filming on a Saturday night, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, yeah, like all day. And
and most of the people listening won't notice anything anyway. Yeah.
Love you too, guys. No. Speaking of feeling the love, I think we're going to go to this little short episode of Dipshit Theater. Now, this just happened. These are when guys DM me, PM me, and they're trying to get my attention. They're not getting what they want. And then it ultimately turns like really nasty real quick. And I will tell you straight ahead, this person has the grammar of a 6-year-old.
Are you sure it's not a 6-year-old? I mean, do you know for sure? Are you not being catfished?
No, I really don't know for sure. Okay. To be honest.
But it appears not anyway.
Because when you spell what, W-U-T.
Okay.
And I mean, no, it's all
They're
of
putting twang on their typing.
All of it's like that. Okay, fine. So we're just gonna go through this real quick. Now, his DM was in my, you have hidden folders on Facebook because you don't do social media, so you don't know. And they filter a lot of shit out. Well, he had said hello to me like in October of last year.
Sure.
And I said, oh, you were in my weird spot. I mean, I just saw this. Yeah. And it was like a month later.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he's like, where are we? No. And he says, what is that? Laughing my ass off. Hi. I said, hi, I'm about to go on air. What the fuck that mean? I said, I'm responding to you and letting you know that that I'm at work. I'm doing my radio show for the next 2 hours. He says, okay, I don't know what that means. So you do radio. I do music. I'm like, great. I do talk. I've done a show for over 8 years. He said, yeah, but on air could be anything. I said, no, not really. He says, drivers use it like air, more of a chemical term. Yeah, really. See, it makes sense. I said, what else would you say I'm going on air for? Then it just goes, cause you're just a radio personals. I used to be a driver, so air meaning going nitrogen or whatever, or firefighters. I said, all right, that doesn't make any sense to me, but cool, take care. You retarded. Take 2 bitch ass on air. Dumb white hoe. Probably get raped if you haven't already, cause you stupid as fuck. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm just saying, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
No, I know.
I tuned out a while ago. I don't know. You've been Charlie Brown's parenting it the whole time.
I don't care.
There's a wah.
Whatever.
Wah.
I don't give a shit. Are you done? I'm moving on.
Anyway.
Well, one of the side things for that vintage porn that I ended up getting into was it's this whole section of crush videos.
Oh God.
But it's only bug crush videos.
Okay.
Like crickets and
yeah, I mean,
roach torture.
I mean, that doesn't like upset me, but why'd you have to go out of your way? I mean, you went out of your way to just kill bugs. Whatever.
I did.
I mean, here again, I see bugs, I'm fucking off at them immediately. You know what I mean?
I mean, and it's pages of videos where they have like a piece of plexiglass and there's a camera underneath shooting, and they'll put like bugs there and bare feet squish them and mush them around, and people are like, yeah,
sounds hot. Oh, you thought, yeah, kill that bug, yeah, baby. Yeah. They got like dirty Florida feet, or what's the foot situation like? That's really what I have to ask.
Well, they look like fine. I mean,
okay, you're not being very descriptive.
Well, I mean, they don't look like dirty feet. They look like they probably had a mani-pedi right before they went to squash the crickets.
Oh, wow.
There was another one where it was like full-on fucking roach torture. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like,
I'm still not really all that upset, but, you know.
Well, I mean,
you know, we don't go out of our way to, like, you know, save fucking bugs. Some people do, but
yeah, some people do. But
for the most part, if I see a roach in the house, I'm trying to murder you.
I'm going to kill it, right?
But and you forget we live with 3 murder animals that freely will try to not only kill the bug in question, pull it apart. You know, they want to chase it around for 20 minutes. Yeah, they like to play with it until, you know, they're done playing, like, because you're going to die anyway, so I'm just going to have fun with you first. I mean, those bugs that get stuck in our house anyway, they wish they had a crushing video that they died in, you know? They wish that they had that kind of an ending, because at least it was somewhat quick, and you got to get on, like, YouTube or something somewhere. They're probably not on YouTube, right? No? Yes? What? No, they were on a different TikTok website, baby. But it was free. No. It was you'll see it. Footcrushingbugs.com. No, it was like it was one of those suggestions after like 4 pages of the vintage porn little things. Okay. It was on like one of your porn channels. Yeah. Really? Huh. And I flip it. I'm just like, oh God, they're all like this. Well, you got every single one of them. You got a few things going on there. I mean, firstly, you have feet, and you know, some people are go gaga over footsies. Tarantino. Well, just it's everywhere, really. Yeah, no. Lots and lots of people are totally into feet for whatever reason. I think if you have pretty toes, fucking
sell it.
And then you're crossing over the foot fetish people, you're crossing them right into the girl, like the pretty girl does the dirty thing. That whole segment of a pretty girl doing something that's dirty in some way.
Right.
Walking through the mud, or it could be anything. Well, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Getting filthy in some way or another, swimming around in a swamp bog.
I like
Trying to find fucking Atreyu at the bottom of the never-ending pit or whatever on that movie that I don't remember anymore because now I blocked it out.
Are you sure you don't want me to try to track down that 4-hour
Artex,
loop?
that was it. Artex was the one who died in the never-ending story, the saddest scene in children's
sadness.
We could play that like during some sexual escapades at some point. You know what I mean? That 10-hour Artex dying scene.
Why would you do that?
Well, we'll use it with the ventriloquist dummy training that we're doing with you, right? I mean, I thought we were going to get you out, like reprogram almost. It's like mannequin therapy. Really, we were going to do that. I thought we were totally going to do that.
What are you trying to cure on me?
Well, so you're not afraid of just inanimate objects for no reason.
I'm kind of scared of how you're going to attempt to cure me of my irrational fear of escalators.
Well, first of all, one fear at a time, because like I covered before, escalators are that's a rational fear. I mean, you could fall off an escalator. I get it. A mannequin doll, he's a dummy. Dummy.
It's creepy.
Okay, but you're 100% safe. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that dummy will do to you.
Well, no, that's true. But I mean, that's also like the fucking, I used to have that stupid clown from Poltergeist hanging in my room when I was little. And every night I would take it down. I would put it outside my door and shut my door because I was scared to death about it.
Yeah. I mean, you're worried about ventriloquist dummies when you completely came way closer to death last night just seeing Louis J. Gomez after a stand-up comedian show.
Yeah.
See?
That's
See?
true.
Way closer.
But at least he has video evidence of it though, because he taped him.
Like, seriously, if a mathematician sat down and gave you the odds of, death by fucking ventriloquist dummy or death by Florida man.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's, one's on one end of the extreme and the other's on the other.
Yeah, no, I know.
And yet the dummy persists. I'm just trying to stick up for dummies and clowns, really.
He was a dummy and a clown.
Okay, well, that's the idea. Is we have to make you understand that dummies and clowns, they're not going to hurt you too bad. You'll be fine. You'll be okay.
Drunk Florida people with firearms.
That same situation, I'm telling you, I have seen, I don't know, all my life, that exact series of events.
How did I get 2 beers? I'm just holding 2 beers. I'm not drinking them.
It was fucking great. What are you talking about? It was totally entertaining. I was entertained.
I'm glad you were.
I was. I was
high as balls.
Well, I was too, and that made it a lot better. We got 2 shows for the price of 1, really.
We really did.
Yeah. It's great. You don't get that kind of fun to have.
Double action.
Well, especially when you know that like the comedians, they're not from Florida, so this is completely alien. Like, who does what happened there? Who does that?
Florida people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and nobody was angry or everybody was having a good time. It was a completely good time. You know,
we're smoking weed outside. No one called the cops. No one fucking hassled. No one actually shadow box right now. He's like, no. He's like, dude, no.
It's got to get annoying. People asking, he's a comedian and you're asking, I'll totally box with you, man. I'll spar with you. Sure, I'll fuck you up, man. And
then they'll bring up past things that they've seen or heard about from other comedians or friends that you just were putzing around with. And it's like, Do you have to bring it up?
Anyway, so one of the guys had a gun in there, nobody was being threatened or anything, but they were joking about the gun, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, how did we get back here?
I don't remember. I don't know. Well, let's go to an episode of Rule 34, and then when we come back, we are going to have a brand new Tits Man, and since we're on a roll, and also I've got some world record sex shit.
World record sex award
stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so enjoy, and we'll be right back.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack.
When falcon breeders want to breed falcons, they wear special falcon sex hats.
Really?
The hat encourages the falcon to shag the breeder's head and and it collects the falcon's cum, which can then be artificially inseminated.
Sir, I am here to apply for the apprenticeship for head cum catcher. Literally, head cum catcher. I heard that I get to have animals come into my hair, sir. Is that true? I'll work.
Can falcons fuck my face? I always want to be Facebook my falcon.
I'll work for free. Whatever time you need me to, I am in. I just wanted to let you know.
Do we have to wear the hat on our heads? Can we put it somewhere else?
No,
Can I lay down and put it like on my crotch?
Don't take away my fun. On the head. Yeah, it's better on the head.
I want to feel its talons sink into my skull.
I wanted to figure that out. You know what I mean?
I can feel it poking me. It's like ding, 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 ding.
You're going to have to send Jerry. He's got the right shaped hair.
It's even like better.
The falcons love to shag his fucking hair.
And now, on with the show.
And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studios, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and RadioChaos.net. Oh, this is like a little slow, kind of
grindy
into this. Yeah. I like it, but it's making me kind of like tired though.
Yeah, I figured it would.
Yeah. So why would you want to do that? The both of us are prepped and tired.
Would. I mean, the person who made it, they goes by 𝓚𝓵𝓵, so I had to put it in for today. It's very appropriate.
Yeah, it is pretty appropriate,
Yeah,
I will
𝓚𝓵𝓵.
say.
Just for you.
Welcome to 𝓚𝓵𝓵. This is for you and your gold grill.
There was like 6 people last night standing outside talking to the comedians when they were done with their show that had like half sets of gold teeth. All white people, by the way. Yeah.
Yep. Not just dudes either.
Yeah. Across the board. Across the board.
I was like, wow. And then they kept like looking over like, you gonna do something about them? Like, no.
Why would I?
What?
Yeah, what are you talking about? These are my neighbors, man. What do you mean? I live next to these people.
That's just Jimmy.
Really, though? I mean, literally. Like I said, that
Damn
was...
it, who gave him firecrackers again?
That's what would be unbelievable to like them being from New York, having no like... You know, that wasn't an everyday, but
you've never woken up with a gator in your pool and it shows.
I mean, it could be an everyday thing anywhere, you know, in the state, really.
Yeah.
We've met people like that all the way from one end of the state to the other, for sure. All of the rumors are completely true, is what I'm telling all of you worldwide.
We go out to a bar to get breakfast. See friends there that have not been home yet, obviously. We had one friend that used to bring his own hookah with him in a backpack everywhere he went.
You go to a bar, he'd break out his backpack, set up his fucking hookah.
Yeah, have the whole like setup like all over. And he would even bring like extra tips for people, for like strangers.
He'd have separate hoses for visitors, you know?
Yeah. It was just... But then he used to always carry a gun around with him too, and there was always massive amount of cash and drugs in his car and on him at all times.
Which here again was not too uncommon, really.
But that's what I'm saying is like this was kind of normal.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has guns. Even Lewis had asked, he says, like, everybody have guns? And like 4 of the people there were like, yeah, and they all like lift up their shirts and shit. And he's like, wait a minute. Those things are loaded? They're loaded. Yeah, why would you carry a gun if you didn't carry it loaded? Like, yeah, the clip in one pocket and the gun on the other? What are you talking about? Why would you do that if you're going to carry it? If you're gonna do that?
Well, one of the things he asked before he asked about the guns, he's like, "Anybody here try heroin?" And like half the people raise their hands, and then he's like, "Okay," it was funny. And then that's when he asked the guns. He's like, "People who did their heroin, don't put your hands up." Anyway, it's funny. You know, they say that the world's most dangerous sex position is the cowgirl.
You could get a total broken dick. Yes. I'm thinking about that right now. Yeah, especially you several times. I have to literally hold your ass cheeks and make sure, like, grab a hold of your skin and hold you from going off of it, because you'll get going. And like I said, you will think my dick is 5 feet long. You think
that should be a compliment.
Okay.
It's like they think your dick is longer than it is.
Sure, you're sliding down to my fucking ankles, and I'm trying to drag you back, and you don't. I'm going. No, you need to stay on the dick. Don't come off the dick and then ram it back in your twat hole, because that could go wrong badly. And I'm the one that's going to get a broken dick. Is what I'm telling you. I've seen this shit on the internet.
I'm gonna probably get a bruised asshole because I'll try to go in and it'll just go like just try to like go into my butt and just kink up.
We've talked, extensively about the fact that your orifices they'll heal up. You'll be fine. You've beaten those things up constantly. Very little chance of something permanent happening to you. I could walk away with like an amputated dick. I could have a nub dick now. Because you got overly aggressive on the backward cowgirl.
Whatever.
It's an underrated, dangerous move is what I'm saying. That's S tier danger,
One of the, there was an honorable mention, that went to, I don't know why it was connected with this, but they said that the Guinness World Book of Records, they dubbed the loudest lovemakers in New York. Well, are New York.
Really?
Like New Yorkers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder how they took that study. They listen outside.
And walk around like with the headphones and that fucking thing.
They have a guy.
Steve gets this block. He does it like every night.
Gets his little parable antenna out, starts pointing at random windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. He reads them off the vibration on the windows as people are doing things.
He sets up a seismograph too.
Yeah. And then he releases the nanobots, which then just implant cameras everywhere.
Zorm.
Yeah.
Happens. Because, everybody loves data. Just eat it.
Well, that doesn't completely surprise me. New York, it's a loud place. If you've ever been there, that place is seriously loud.
I was there like once when I was
if
young.
you're like in Manhattan anywhere and you just opened a window somehow or stood, it's not a quiet fucking place to be at all. So
that
really,
would probably drive me insane.
No, it's not that bad. You get used to it, I would imagine.
I bitch about the neighbors all the time. That would...
Yeah, well, that's just because of your inner Karen brain.
My inner Karen.
Your inner Karen, wants to come out sometimes. And really, across the board, sometimes you just want to bitch at somebody.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. You just want to, but
walk
then...
down the street, yell at a random person.
Sometimes most of the time you don't. Most of the time you're good about not caring out about things.
Yeah, no, I try.
Yeah.
Because
it's a real bad look.
My mother is super Karen. Like
really?
She's bad. And that when we go out somewhere and anywhere, when I go to visit, she just starts.
She's old at this point, though. I
know
old people just they do and say shit. It just happens. Not only were things different, and everybody's heard that, But also, you just get older and you stop giving a fuck about what other people think, and that's most of it, I think.
Yeah. Some of the things that just come out of her mouth. Huh. Like, would you? And then I always feel like I have to apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. You know, like after she turns, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like,
Yeah, no, you'll totally get annoyed by people, but you're not necessarily one to go up to people and bitch at them, which is good.
No,
really.
No.
I mean,
and I hate confrontation.
Well, and not only that, unless somebody's doing something completely awful to you, why would you? You know, if they're not kicking a puppy or. What's the problem? They're just doing something, and
I know.
I know, and you do that's what I'm saying. Why would you? You don't have to like go up. I get annoyed by people, and most of the time I don't say anything, but every once in a while I get weird. And Katie knows, like I'll get pissy about something and want to go talk to her. She'll look at me and she'll be like, no, just all right, you're gonna go talk to him. I'm staying here. I'm not going with you this time.
Tow truck.
Don't say that to me, please. We don't say the tow truck word.
We don't say that word.
Yeah, if we have any banned word in this house, it's tow truck driver. And, I'm sorry if you're a tow truck driver, but believe me when I say I have good reason. I have very good reason to just tow truck drivers and carnies. I tick, and like I said, I'm sorry if you have those professions. I'm sure you hate a plumber or two, so fine, hate plumbers, but tow truck drivers and carnies. Wow, I have had a hard time in my life dealing with.
Well, a lot of it in Orlando too.
Well, just all the way across. You name it. I like you go to like a Saint whatever. Carnival in the springtime for a fundraiser for a church, and you have a carny just grab you and start seriously do shit, and you're not. I've been in 2 or 3 fights with carnies when I was a teenager that had nothing to do with me being an asshole. Like it had to do with a carny being an asshole.
Well, yeah, I remember when we were first dating and we went to this one carnival, and it was I think it was like the dunk. I don't know, but you were getting like twitchy around the carnies, and we went by the different booths and stuff. I mean, you were getting
it works on me.
You were getting ticky. Like I was like. What is?
Well, I start to want to just because I was abused by carnies when I was a child, so not really abused. No,
Uncle Peepo, no. I don't want to wear the horn. Big shoes terrify me. They really do.
Not after we do your conversion therapy. You're going to be healed. You're going to laugh at clowns.
I am
again.
going to be a children's party clown.
You're going to be taking psychedelics and going to the gathering of the Juggalos and not having a problem.
Whoop whoop.
That's right. You'll be all into it. You'll be balls deep in some fucking Fago. You'll be all about it.
Dripping with stick.
Clowning it everywhere.
I wonder how I would do my face. My makeup.
Classic clown.
Red?
Yeah, just a classic clown,
Hi. I hear there's bands playing here. No, they probably be like, all right.
I don't know that there's any rules for Juggalos and how there probably is, but I don't know. I thought their whole thing was, a lawless society, that there was no rules.
I kind of always thought it was, and I could be completely wrong about this, but I always thought it was they kind of all found each other because they're kind of like felt like the rejects, like they're different.
Yes.
And then it's like, we're all us weirdos, we're going to get together and we're now family because we have no problems with each other. Fuck Biff and Barbie. We're all going to be like, yeah.
I think that's the idea, yeah. I think that's the basic concept.
I could be wrong, but that's what I thought it was. They do, was it Silent? I almost said Silent J, but that's not right.
Silent Duck?
No.
Silent Hill.
Screaming.
Silence of the Lambs.
No. Well, anyway,
Smell you.
No, the two performers, the Insane Clown Posse, they do a lot of charity work and
Jay
shit.
and Silent Bob.
That's not Jay and Silent Bob.
Violent Jay.
Jay. And
oh, you're gonna get hate mail now because you have a lot of Juggalo fans too. A lot.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Juggalos all over the place listening to this.
Sorry, guys.
Yelling at their earbuds.
They probably are. They're like throwing things.
Yeah.
So stupid.
You know, it can't be nearly as satisfying screaming at your wireless Raycons as it is screaming at an actual device that's playing it. Like if you have some sort of a Bluetooth speaker, it's more satisfying to scream at a speaker than screaming with your earbuds in. That's what I'm saying.
Well, because then other people know what you're screaming at.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
but it could be more fun because you get to watch the look on people's faces as you're screaming at your Raycons.
Whatever. I don't know. You guys were. Let's go to your favorite segment.
Stand by.
Steady by. I can't see
Boobs
shit.
in and on the news. It's time once again for
Tits Man.
So today's Tits Man is okay. It is the chick from Side Splitters that opened up for Curtin Lewis.
Giant jokes.
I believe her name is Amy. I've looked everywhere to find out what her name is, and I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know what her name is, but like I said, I believe her name is Amy, and she's built like a cartoon character. She even says she knows she's got a high voice, but she's got huge natural boobies.
Sure.
She talks about them too.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't not, really. I mean, if you have, like, I don't know what size they were, but they were monstrous.
Large.
Very large. Gigundous. Triple J, something in that range.
Jiggles.
Yeah. And wore a very, very tight top. So I don't really know what her act was about, but I know she had a nice rack. Large, anyway.
And she had a butt to match too.
Yeah.
Like she looked like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
She had like a big ass and huge boobies, and well, I mean she evened out.
Yeah, and she was on the stage doing stuff.
Anyway, she seemed really nice, but I wanted to go up and smack her boobs so bad. We were talking about it outside after the show because she was hanging around, and I locked eyes with her like at least
Yeah.
dozen times.
I think you'd have been okay. I think she would have totally let you speed bag
titty.
those fun bags.
Just give a little, just grab them and just give a little jiggle. I like tits a lot.
Yeah.
I like boobies.
I mean, you could. I think you could have totally gotten away with doing a whole Muhammad Ali, promo video on him. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
You totally could have gotten away with it. I think.
So, hey Lewis, film this.
Let's see the rage.
I don't want to be that creepy.
You never used to care.
I know that. I know.
Well, good. You should care. I mean,
I was
that's
also fucking. I don't know when I was ever not sober.
it's showing signs of growth that you're learning that you can't just go to people and grab them and touch
them.
You can't do that. No, you have to ask permission.
People have boundaries.
Just because you weren't born with a dick does not mean that you are immune to assault charges. You could be an assaulter. It's not as scary probably having you speed bag some stranger's titties.
Well, see, and that's another reason why I think that kind of just made me think of going back to dipshit theater. So you're probably out there getting raped if you haven't already. No, bitch, I do the raping.
I'm the victimizer, not the victimized. Punk.
And what?
What?
Oh, we're going straight big attachment. And we're going in drive. That's right.
Zero reach around for you.
That's right.
You get no reach around.
I wouldn't even give a lick of spit to save your little hole.
That's right.
We're going to do it in front of a mirror, too, so you can watch everything going on.
See this bottle of hand sanitizer? That's what we're using for lube right there.
COVID safe.
I got a case of that shit.
Oh my
I need
god.
to get rid of it now.
Oh, that just sounds awful, but that's funny. This is gonna come back to me later, I think.
What will?
I don't know. I'll probably get in trouble for something later. Who the hell knows?
Are you gonna get in trouble for what?
That's true.
Like for what? Why? How?
It doesn't really matter.
What doesn't?
Nothing.
I don't even know what you're talking about, and I am like the world's leading authority in translating what you mean
Cantonese?
into like literally the world's leading authority on it. I am the foremost expert. Like if somebody was doing a study on you, like I would have to be witness number one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would be. Who else would be witness number one?
Oh.
Like who would give them the most information? Who?
No.
Not your parents.
No.
Okay.
No.
So really, worldwide leader in Cantonese, and I didn't understand what the fuck you were talking about.
It's okay. I don't understand what I mean half the time anyway. I wanted to talk about this. There's a dude with the largest fucking nutsack. And he raised he got donations and stuff to get him the surgery that he needed.
Was it that dude who wheeled it around in a wheelbarrow, dude?
Wheelbarrow.
Okay. Now you're messing. Now you're fucking with my speech impediment. Really, I go to what if I go to therapy to repair the way I talk?
Yeah. When do you go that I wouldn't know about?
When you're sleeping, because I'm not. I don't do the Cosby thing to you. So I'm out practicing my speech, trying to get better with my stutters and stuff.
Sure. Okay.
And you are ridiculing me.
Well, because I am a bitch. I'm
What were you talking about? Start over.
Talking about a dude who he ended up raising like a little over $1 million to get surgery that he needed for his fucking humongo nuts.
My nuts. Get off my goddamn nuts.
So super huge.
Somebody give me some money to help me with my nuts.
You see the nuts on that guy. Well, how much do you think that his fucking ball sack weighed?
They were 110 pounds, Bob.
You were very close.
I know, because what we read about him before a while ago, and he was wheeling around his nuts in a wheelbarrow. Like he literally had them in a wheelbarrow.
I thought that was a different. I thought that was a different guy.
I'm going with the same guy.
Because that guy died.
Okay.
This guy didn't. But anyway, his nuts were 160 pounds.
There you go. There was like a whole guado person hanging off of his scrotum.
God.
That's a way. And that's just in ball sack, or was that testicle as well? Were there testicles in there?
That's whole scrot.
So like they castrated him, or they just took the extra whatever the hell. What could possibly be growing down there?
They said it wasn't a tumor.
Really?
That it wasn't cancerous either.
Okay.
So
was it like an absorbed twin?
But I mean, how do you let it get to be that big before you do something about it?
Very easy. You don't have insurance, and you're not rich. They don't let you. They go to the emergency room, and the emergency room will say, "Okay, you're not going to die. See you later." That's that. But I'm just saying.
Wow,
yeah.
I don't know. If I had a freaking lip growing I'm like, no. This is fucking, I can't do this. I'm like, I've already got a gigantic moose knuckle if I wear tight pants. And then I have bee stung swollen lip, a bad fucking lip injection, but just one side of my cooch.
And mostly you're just not going to want to go without any kind of sexual contact. If you had something.
I don't mind it being big. If you want to fuck it.
That's cutting into your even diddling. You have 160-pound labia. For crying out loud!
Oh my god! I wasn't thinking about I wouldn't let it go to that point. No,
because you wouldn't be able to diddle or to fuck. This is the 100% main reason is for you. You would not live for an extended period of time where something was wrong with your cooter to where you could not fucking rub on it. You would not put up with it. You would not deal with it. You'd be like, fuck that. This shit needs to get fixed. Somebody needs to fix my pussy.
It's like, no.
You don't understand.
Come here. Take you. Come here. Come here.
I mean, you wouldn't.
This has to change now.
Imagine though, you're the shut-in incel, and then what? You know, you don't give a fuck. Why do you give a fuck? Nobody's touching you anyway. I don't care. Maybe my dick will fall off.
I wonder if he could even see it. It must have
not.
fucking like sucked
Probably not.
inside.
Probably not.
He's just got this like big old just fucking set of truck nuts on his self. Croc nuts.
Croc nuts. Because you need them for your crocs. Because those are, you need to let everybody know you had a pair of balls at one point.
At one point. There's this one dude, he had 3.
3 truck nuts or 360-pound tumors removed from his scrotum.
No, 3 testicles.
3
balls.
Wow.
3 meatballs.
Huh.
Yeah.
Test.
He was the true ET, the extra testicle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They said that this
ball boy.
This kind of case only happens to about like 200 people around the world. This is very rare condition when this happens to get the tri-nut. He sold it.
Oh, the triple nut?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got it removed.
Okay.
So he would look normal. Well,
sure.
Quote unquote normal, whatever.
Well, it's got to be hard to like move around because pants and stuff are made for, you having an east-west division in your ball sack. You got a seam that goes right up fucking prominence row there. And you got to have, you pick a side with the dick and the balls can go together, but a lot of times they end up, splitting the gorge sometimes. And if you got a third nut in there, you're going to be sitting on that thing all the goddamn time.
But I think you probably figured out how to maneuver around it and not sit on and hurt yourself because you were born with it.
Yeah, kind of like being born with a nubby arm or something, like nubby legs. You figure out how to operate in a normal manner.
Yeah, like bitch, I make waffles with my feet.
Okay, but you've grown accustomed to try test.
Right.
Sure, I bet you could, but here again.
What if he's used to taking like one of them and like popping it into his butt, so it's like out of the way, or like popping it back inside? That's what I meant. I didn't mean like in the butt. I meant and back inside.
There are often times with 2 testicles that one of them's pinging around in a very uncomfortable way.
Maybe it was. So you're talking about like those ball things on people's desks and offices where you click one and then it like hits the.
No, I'm talking about the story that you're talking about. A dude that has 3 nuts.
Right.
3 nuts. They're clacking around inside of a ball bag there, and they're not doing that. But the chance of them banging into each other as you're moving about the day, it's increased.
Pretty likely.
You literally have a 33% better chance of having a ball injury than you did if you were a normal 2-balled person. 3 balls is not like the superpower to wish, is what I'm saying.
What if that one was, like super duper sensitive? Like you get whacked and it's like,
well, I bet it is because
it's more pain because there's another one of them.
It's probably all irritated because it's been rubbing on the other 2 nuts, for its entire life. Like, what it's like sitting in the middle seat on an airplane.
Yeah.
Imagine that. And, you got a dick on one side, a gooch on the other, and 2 fucking testicles on either side of you. Like, what the fuck, dude? You are like surrounded in.
Imagine how much warmer that is down there, too.
Yeah. Well, what I want to know is, does he blast superhuman loads? Is he getting like the 1.52 gajillion sperm count?
Because you have to, of course, you probably have more. It's chunky style.
Are they connected?
Yeah. Well, he has. Yeah. Yes. They were 3 functional.
Okay.
Balls. So they had vas deferens. They had everything that went up to
the whole thing,
the whole shebang.
I mean, you're 30% more likely to have testicular cancer.
Yeah.
You're like any cup that you did in athletics for a ball protection there. It's not going to work at all. Your nuts aren't fitting in.
My nuts don't fit in anywhere. No, but he had one removed and he sold it. And he got a lot of money for it.
Got a lot of money for his third nut?
Yeah, no, testicles go for a lot of money. They go for like $35,000.
Do they? I mean, is this on the like culinary circuit?
Oh God, no.
Is this like the next episode on Food Wars?
No, this is in hospitals.
They eat them in hospitals? That's a strange place to eat somebody's balls. You'd figure it would be like some kind of...
It helps with virility.
An exotic resort somewhere in the Caribbean.
Thailand.
Yeah. Where like Epstein owned or something.
One of those.
Yeah, they definitely ate testicles.
Because it's virility.
That's right. And especially from the triple bald people.
They suck the marrow out of fetuses too.
No, that's right. It's like the red-eyed kid from Hunter x Hunter. You know, his clan is they were hunted down for their red eyeballs.
Yeah, because they're special.
Yeah, so the triple bald people were always being hunted down for their third testicle.
Yeah, and it was sometimes it depends how you did it. It could be like lobsters or stone crab where you can only just take one because they'll grow back. So if you got 3 of them, you could pluck 1 or even 2, and he'd still have a chance to.
So this guy's going to have to go through a nut removal surgery more than once because it's going to grow back like a stone crab.
Maybe.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, like lizards too. They break their tail off, they grow another one.
Yeah, and that's the other little known thing, that all the triple bald people are lizard people. I mean, you could look them up right now and prove, right online, they're definitely lizard people.
Because if it's online, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, and, if you're going to believe in, lizard people, you definitely believe in 3 bald people.
Well, the 3 bald people actually exist.
Sure they do.
They do.
Okay. Well, this guy that you're talking about, he doesn't have 3 balls anymore, does he?
Not anymore, no.
Okay.
But he's richer.
That's pretty fucking convenient for his story.
Whatever.
I had it removed in Canada while I was on summer vacation.
Kids will be kids. Jesus. There's this 35-year-old dude who decided not to put his real name in this confessional, which you will understand why. I mean, unless you're like, fuck it, this is what I'm rocking.
When he was doing a confession?
It was like a confessional sort of like article.
Okay.
Interview that someone did. They wrote something. Okay.
It was somebody was doing an anonymous writing of some sort.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Or they thought it was anonymous.
Well, his name's not on it. So anyway, he says that he's got a micropenis. You were just talking about that.
Okay.
And it's approximately 1 inch long when flaccid, which is soft, and 2.7 inches long when fully erect.
Okay.
It's also very thin.
Sure.
They said when it's flaccid, it might say it looks like it resembles 2 raisins flat on top of each other.
Sure. Raisins.
Flat raisins.
Yeah. I mean,
like skin tags.
Yeah. Well, the good news here is you can definitely, any girl, especially if you're not into sucking dick, you could take that whole dick and the balls easy peasy. You're not going to have an issue. It's not trying to like getting 3 ball guys' testicles in your mouth.
Juggalows. You just reminds me of those pictures of those like golden retrievers with the 3 tennis balls in their mouth.
I mean, imagine the tight spots you could put your dick if it was that tiny.
You put it anywhere.
Yeah, you
fuck their belly button.
Put that thing anywhere. I could go up the nostril. I could literally sound another dude with my dick.
Yes, you could.
You could do dick on dick sounding.
Huh. That'd be interesting.
Sure you could. There you go.
And then you can make videos of it because I would watch that. I would be like, what is that like? I've got to see it at least once.
Okay. I would watch about 3 seconds of it to look at it and go, wow, that happened.
Well, how long does it take?
To get to the center? I don't know.
The world may never know.
The world won't know.
Unless he decides to do, urethral sounding fucking porn.
Yeah. I mean, it's
pretty specific.
And it's hard not to think of the worst thing to say to him would be, you're so brave for writing this article about your micro-peen there, Bob.
So brave.
I mean, anonymous. I mean, Bob. I mean, because in the comments below, wherever this article's written, you're going to have every woman in the world going, no, this person, here he is tagged. This guy this might not be this guy, but this guy, he definitely has a dick that's this small. I know, I've sucked it.
This guy right here, this guy.
Him right there, him. You. Oddly enough, same dude that was doing your dipshit theater, Mr. Womp 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 Womp.
Whatever.
Womp Womp.
I don't give a shit.
Womp Womp Womp.
Now, I've never tried to lift everything with my puss.
Like, put one of those weights up there with a dangly chain and...
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Do the whole like yoni exercises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've never tried that. I don't know if I could. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm loose, but I'm just like really out of shape. So I don't know if I could even like do that anyway.
No, you could. I mean, it's all in how much you're picking up. I mean, you're not going to like pick up a 10-pound weight right off the bat, probably.
Oh, Arnold pussy.
Yeah. I mean,
Shorts
that's not,
and pussy.
you're going to have to work up to something, but...
Well, yeah, no, I would think that. I'm not going to say, oh, I'll move the couch. We just strap on like...
I mean, well, don't they say a lot of times they start with just a weighted, the actual thing that they put up the twat, you know, is actually just has a little weight to it.
Yeah, that hangs out. Like you start it while you're laying on your back, and while it's in, it's sticking out of your puss, and you have to lift it with just using your puss and like hold it.
Okay.
And then it'll drop, and then you do like exercise, and that's work. You work out your Kegels and shit. Well, anyway, the world's strongest pussy can lift 31 pounds.
Really?
Yes.
Bicep curl or what? Are we talking about an upright row? Deadlift.
I think it would be a deadlift. But crouching pussy.
How about the world's strongest ass?
Oh, that I don't know.
Huh?
It's like, what do they like pump you full of water like you're doing a colonoscopy, and then you gotta hold it? Or I mean,
so what are people that like don't have pussies gonna do to try to defeat this world record?
They can't.
What do you mean they can't? You got to be all inclusive. Come on.
No, it's a very specific thing.
Is it?
Is it?
I mean, is it? I mean, you know, you have a boy pussy for sure. I mean, that is a pussy. It's a boy pussy.
It's a totally different category.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, are you just worried that the men are going to dominate the sport?
I really could care less. I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit?
No, I really don't. You can lift all the fucking weight you want with your back pussy, front pussy, girl pussy, boy pussy, apple pie pussy. I don't care. I really don't.
You wouldn't think it was impressive?
I didn't
seeing some chick like deadlift 185 pounds anally?
No, I didn't. Never said I wouldn't think it was impressive. I'm just saying like Sigmund's daughter.
It would definitely be a Sigmund's daughter, or somebody's daughter. It would be an Icelandic daughter for sure. The most powerful women in the world by all fucking records that can be kept.
Then they get to go to the Thunderdome.
We've talked about it before. If you've ever seen any CrossFit competition, the Icelandic women really dominated. A lot of them are really good looking too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be like a monster Hulk of a woman, they're pretty good looking for monster hulking women that could whoop my ass up and down, left and right. Yeah. Easily. I'd put up a fight. Fuck that. I'm not going down without it.
Then they'd laugh.
I don't care. We'll see if you'll laugh. I give a fuck. I'm not fucking going down, getting beat by an Icelandic housewife.
She's not a housewife. Fucking nuts.
She ripped my third testicle off with her pussy.
Well, I think I'm going to do one more little factoid, and then we're going to get out of here for the night. Yeah. All right. Well, the most quifs ever recorded, since quifs seem to be pretty popular these days. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's okay. From what I listened to, from what I watched, it just seems like people have been talking about quifs lately.
Well, it was a few months ago, a female streamer, queefed on the stream on Twitch, and Twitch suspended her, but they don't suspend guys for farting on stream.
And a queef is a pussy fart.
Yes.
That's all it is. Well, anyway, there's a recorded record of 93 queefs in 30 seconds.
Oh.
Just... That is some pussy control to suck in the air and push it out that quickly.
Now, is this with the aid or without the aid of chapstick?
That I don't know.
Because I could imagine you could get a hell of a chapped lip. You know, you got a lot of air moving through there. Especially if you're doing like 103 and 30 seconds or whatever you were saying.
Well, she has her spotter sitting there as she's doing it, and they've got a little spray of like lubricant. So she says, "All right, spray." So she doesn't have to stop. She's got some goes as she keeps going, so it doesn't stick.
Okay, I lost track of the visual at some point.
It's all right.
I started thinking of a plumbus.
It's been a weird show. So
Has it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, we're
I don't
getting
know
out
how
of
it's
here.
been. I don't ever know it until I look at it later.
I'll find it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like an Easter egg present thing that you find underneath the tree.
I'm getting lightheaded.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. You
So
look
I gotta
ditzy.
go. Yeah, no, I am.
Ah.
But I'm like feeling like nauseous.
Oh, good. You're going to hork.
No, I'm not.
Aim for a cat. They deserve it.
It's their turn now.
They've horked on you enough.
So awful. All right, anyway. Well, I hope everybody has a good rest of their day, night, week, whatever it is that you're doing. You have anything from me, SC?
Negative.
Don't forget about the Tampa Bay Screams Summer Swap Shop. Yeah, and I'm going to be there. I'm one of the guests, so come check me out, and I'll talk about it more later. Anyway, kiss my pink white says bye. I have to go now, because I have to go now. Bear with me. I see.
I like tacos and burritos.
Chimichanga.